how offices... Hi, I'm Brandon. I'm a senior consultant here at FIELDBOSS, and today I'd like to talk about safety tests. Every year, elevator companies need to perform elevator safety tests or annual inspections on all of their devices. And elevator companies tend to find that overwhelming because, they're managing hundreds or thousands of devices and performing, their annual tests, if not in addition to 3-year or 5-year tests on top of that, is a lot to track. It gets very complicated, and I'd like to show you some potential solutions to fixing those issues. So let's jump into FIELDBOSS and take a look at safety tests within the system. So right now I'm on a view of active safety tests, and this view is already helpful. We can see that these tests have had their quote sent, hasn't been approved by the customer yet, right? We can also see when the test is due and what type of test it is. All of these columns we can filter on, we can sort them differently, and so on. This way we can help see what the highest priority is, right? Who we have to kind of push on to approve their proposals, and what the status is to see how far along we are for the year for getting all of our tests scheduled. So let's take a look at a safety test record. So if I open this one up, I can start seeing some of the pertinent information for it. We have the test due date. This is actually automatically generated based on when the last test was completed in the system. So once the mechanic, fills out his service activity for his dispatch and that gets approved by the office, that then takes this time along with the test type, which it knows that a category 1 needs to be performed every year. And then it calculates that the next test due date is going to be in 2023, right? If it was a Cat 5, then it would move it ahead 5 years and so on. Then if I go into the automation tab here, I also have fields here that help automation dictate what am I going to do with this safety test record every year, right? Is it included in the contract and I'm going straight to creating a job, or do I need to quote this out because it's not included in a contract? If it's quoted, then I can go ahead and add what my test product and potentially what my filing fee product is going to be. And then I can add prices either individually, like this one, on safety tests, which allows me to give preferential pricing to certain customers, or I can just have it general by the test product. One more thing I'd like to show you is how you can utilize the data on safety tests to then create processes within FIELDBOSS to create all your quotes that you need to within a certain time period. I'm in the processes area of FIELDBOSS, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to create a new process. From here, I can then choose which process I'd like to utilize. I'm going to utilize the quote safety test process here. And then I'm going to select my start and end date. These are going to be essentially the due date of the test. Once I have this all selected, I can go ahead and click save. That's going to trigger the process to run. And what that's going to do is now it's going to take a look at all of the safety tests within that time period, and it's going to create quotes for each building location. So you can see here, I'm going to create 6 quotes for 16 different safety tests. It's taking the different safety tests for the different devices at each building location and the different types of safety tests, whether they're a Cat 1 or a Cat 5, and it's merging them into one quote for the building location. Once I click OK, it'll go ahead and process those quotes. And you can see here, now I have my different quotes here. And if I open this up as an example, I'm actually quoting here 4 different safety tests, but it's all merged onto one quote. So now I don't need to worry about making sure that I have all of the relevant safety tests for that year on the quote. The system does it automatically for me here. All right, so those are a few ways FIELDBOSS can help manage your safety tests. So if you'd like to schedule a demo or get the conversation started, feel free to reach out to us.